Hello, everyone. Welcome to Clock Cup Season 3. My name is Carter Williams, and we are joined today by Anders and Cham for a Clock Cup match between the both of them. This is a rematch from last season, I believe, the semifinal where Cham beat Anders. Let me search up the score if I can. Cham beat Anders in that match. Actually, I don't have the score on here because I think I forgot to type it in. But yeah, Anders here is looking to grab a win because he is the first seed and Cham is the fourth seed, so it is in the fourth pot. So well, Anders isn't the first seed, but you know what? It's 9 a.m. I don't have like too many words for this. So, Anders, would you like to go with heads or tails?
Tails.
Tails. All right. And he's gonna go for tails. So, Anders, would you like to go first or second?
Second.
Okay, this is going to be a really interesting match. Cham's gonna go first. Anders is gonna go second. Once I switch it over to clock. Okay, you know what to do. All right. Good luck to the both of you.
Thank you.
All right, so I'm going to switch it to clock, and we are off here. Let's get some score predictions in the chat. Let's see. 15-8 Anders. I'm going to predict 15-10 Anders. I do believe that Anders has held up a bit better compared to Cham here. It's solved. It's a 7 sim will solve. It's going to be a 368. Alright, we could see the viewers streaming in. This is a match of very high caliber, so get all your friends to watch this. Get your dog to watch this. That would be really cool. Oh, it's DNF though. So that's going to be the first point for Cham. It would have been a 352, which would have been that, but Cham draws first blood here. I'm very happy to say that this is the first match I've done in the morning, and I have not screwed up any morning matches today. So I have 100% success rate with morning matches this season. 365 from Anders. Ooh. It looked like it had a chance of beating that, but it's a 381, so that loses.
I thought I messed up one of the moves. I didn't.
Yeah, that flip did seem kind of unnecessary there. So, Cham. Oof. Yeah, kind of screwed up that backside a little bit. Could explain maybe the slow turning, a little bit of hesitation, but still 499. Oh yeah, also it is December 23rd. I believe it is December 21st for some people, so in that case, Merry Christmas. And if you're lying to me, I hate you. But 358, so that's going to be 2-1 to Anders. So Anders is just going to start right away. That's honestly not a bad strategy for Clock Cup, but okay. I was gonna say that maybe the moves looked a little stagnated, but that could be because he didn't have to do too many moves at all. 334. That's gonna be a tall order for Cham, but Cham's probably gonna 7-cycle this. Yeah, I think she is doing that. Ooh. No.
Oh, for fuck's sake. The cycle's weighing that way. I forgot.
Honestly, it wasn't really that intelligible. It's going to be 3-1 to Cham. So Andrews here with a pretty solid start, even though Cham was the one to get the first point. Let's talk about some fun facts.
Oh,
Ooh. Yeah, I don't know if that's a DNF or just simply a it's a 729, so Anders is gonna safety this one. He might do flip. I'm not entirely sure. Yeah, it looked like a safety, definitely a 469. So that's gonna be 4 points for Anders and 1 point for Cham. Hate is a very strong word. I'm sorry. Ooh, that's solid. It's a 330. 338. Well, alright, let's talk about some fun facts. With Cham here. Oh, it's a DNF. I don't know if that would have beaten it. No, it wouldn't have anyway. So it's going to be 5-1 Cham. Anders just concedes that point on a DNF. So it's a little bit worrying for Cham right now. So Cham is ready for this match, but she didn't really warm up from what I... Yeah, and that might be coming back to haunt her a little bit. That's going to be a 5 that Anders will probably take advantage of. 541. And that's going to be a 409. So 6 points for Anders, 1 point for Cham. Cham has left her computer. Presumably, yeah, I don't know what she's doing. So a fun fact for Cham is that she is studying games computing at university. That is pretty gaming, if you ask me. Oh, that's solid from Anders. And it's solved. It's a... Oh, it looked a little better than I thought it was. 448. I think he just, like, sped up at the end. A fun fact for Anders is that if my PB average for solving a clock with socks on hands was done in comp, it would rank 85th in the world, 40th in Europe, and 3rd in Norway for normal clock solving as of December 6th. That's really interesting. Another thing really interesting is that Cham gets a point. 6-2. Ooh. Looks a little awkward at the start, but maybe that end kind of saved that solve. 375. Bit of a high benchmark for Anders here. But Anders could beat it if he has confidence, which he clearly does. Oh. At the end, it is a little hesitation. 383. So Cham gets another point. 6-3. We could see maybe a restoration of a competitive match here. So I think Anders might start to get a little nervous. It looks, yeah, that solve just looked awkward, period. But doing a flip and a 7 simul solve is never a good sign. 675. Yeah, I think he's pretty nervous, to be honest. So Cham's gonna safety. Uh-oh. Does that do it? It's a 564. Okay, so Cham does it. It is 6-4 with Cham taking the last 3 points in a row. This is shaping up to be a really interesting match. Something to note. All of Anders' points so far have been in succession in 6 solves in a row. Ooh, that was a weird pickup from Cham. But yeah, it's going to reflect in the solve. It's a DNF. So Anders has a chance to get a point back pretty easily. Yeah, so Anders is just going to safety that solve. That's going to be a 7, but it takes a point, and that's really just the friends we made along the way. Let's get something going in the chat. Any questions you want to know about the competitors, I'll do my best to answer them. No, the answers may not be factual. That was shaping up to be a really good solve at the end, but 469, the end just kind of broke that apart. Cham is gonna solve. Hopefully, solving the back too. That's probably gonna be 7-5. Yeah, 368. So, a comeback from Cham. Can you give me Anders' credit card information? Sure. Just go on NorCube, log into Anders' account, and his password is password. So, did Cham help to invent tacos? No, but I think she knows someone that did. Alright, so. It's a flip, yeah. And it's solved at least, so it's going to be a 4 of some sorts, maybe. Right? No, a 563. Ooh, that's solid from Anders. That's going to be a 415. It looks maybe a little bit faster on camera, but he is going to take the halftime lead right now. But Cham is still in a position to take the match back. It's just that Anders cannot be nervous right now. His form has been dipping a little bit in the past 5 solves. All he just needs to do is he needs to maintain that barrier he gained in the early half, but he does with a 375. That looked a lot faster, to be honest. Those Cham and Anders like grapes? I'm not sure. Eddie, the last 2 matches with grape supporters have lost their matches. Or the last 2 competitors. Oh wait, that actually beats a 375. So 8-6. 1 point away from halftime here. Cham could make it interesting. It's been a bit of a ping pong so far, if you can see on that on our pattern on the top right. But a really lucky case in the back for Cham, but not taking advantage of it, clearly. I think she's a little nervous, and it's DNF. So Anders is going to get that point. So back and forth. But remember, it's just one slip up from Anders, and this could change the momentum of the match. The Grave supporters were you and Jack Hoare. Yeah, it's a solved clock from Anders. A 358 safety. So, alright. Okay. Do you guys want a halftime break?
No.
No.
Okay. So we are going into the second half here. Cham is losing 6-9, but we'll have Anders solving on the left right now. Yeah, it's a DNF. So Cham, once again, is gonna... They're just exchanging points at this point. Back and forth right now. So remember, just one slip up and that could change the game a lot. Ooh. How many flips is that? Was that... I think that's 5 flips in a solve. Well, that's gonna be an 11, which wins the
Who
point.
needs a good mean anyway?
So, yeah, Cham is a 5-12 mean. I mean, does Anders have momentum? He's DNF'd, and I don't think he's at, yeah, I don't know. Ooh,
Oh,
that didn't look great. Wait a second. Oh, you can't see the... Can't see the scramble. Well, we'll figure that out soon. Ooh, that pin shift didn't look great, but I think Anders is still going to get that point. Yeah. Cham cannot get a break from Anders here. But maybe Cham just needs something like 2 solves in a row, and that could really change the game of this match, but... Oh, it's a DNF. I wonder what that solve would have been. It looked really fast. That's gonna be that would have been a free 12. But Cham's just gonna take it at this point. A solve is a solve. A DNF solve is really just a free point for the competitors. So Cham has a chance to get into striking distance here. I don't know if she will, but it's worth a shot, I would say. Ooh.
oh.
That would have been pretty smooth, but it's a 430 from Cham. Anders needs to keep his composure here. To possibly very narrowly cruise into the match. Because his stance in the earlier parts of the match has deteriorated significantly since he was leading 6-1, but that's going to be a good solve. He paused a little bit there. It's a 422. That was really close. Cham not pleased with that at all, which rightfully so. Ooh, a little shaky from Anders. I don't know if that's gonna... Oh, it's a free 28 though. Huh. Well, if Anders can win 2 in a row, that could probably solidify maybe a bit of an advantage, but... Oh! Does that do it? I don't know if it does. Ah, it doesn't. So, Anders breaks that deadlock there. So it is 12-8. Cham has a bit more work to do. Because in Claw Cup, your losses, like, go tenfold. If you lose, like, a point here, instead of having 3 points to take the lead, now you have to get 5 points to take the lead. So that's probably reflecting on Cham's nerves if she has any. But it's going to be a low 4. 4-1. Yeah, I want to hear in chat what you guys think of the match so far. Later today at 3 p.m. Eastern, we have Kyle versus me. That should be a really interesting match. That D move looked really awkward. I think he's pausing again. He might have just slightly been... Oh, no, it's 403. So, Cham will take a point here. And a chance for Anders to maybe lose his balance as he's solving first here. I think he knows this might be 6 simul, so he's trying to correct the scramble. That D move looked kind of awkward, but I think that's going to be okay in the end. It's a 407, so sub 4 is the benchmark for Cham. I'd say that's pretty easy to pass. Ooh, the pickup looked a little awkward. Yeah, no.
Oh,
It's a DNF. So that's going to be a restoration of Anders' 4-point lead. Cham has a bit of work to do, as I've said before. Because Anders is 2 points away from winning. Cham is 6 points away. So Cham can only concede once and win 5 points. So 5 and 6. To at least bring us into overtime, and then 6 in a row to win the match. But she might have to use her concession. No, actually. That's going to be a 421. But if she uses her concession here, that would be 6 points in a row, regardless. So with this, Anders would take the top of the group, and Cham might be locked out of automatically qualifying if she does not win this match. It's gonna be a 367. So yeah, not great positions here for Cham. So match point right now. If we look at the group sheet, I'm gonna pull it up right now. Ooh, I was getting a little bit nervous. If we pull up the group sheet, we can see that Anders would take 6. If Marcel beats Jack, then Cham has officially been locked out of automatically qualifying, and she'll have to rely on a wild card. But her low solve differentials could save her. Okay, it's a 354, so a little bit of hope for Cham. 14-10. I don't think she's gonna leave here without a fight. So, trying to gain as many points as she can before she makes her exit. Maybe looking for this really crazy. It's a DNF. So that's probably the end of it. Anders is gonna safety that. He knows how to safety. And it was like a pretty good solve anyway. So, yeah, that is gonna end off really smoothly there with a 335. 15-10. Anders is the final score. Okay, I did predict the score, so I guess that's good for me. But congratulations to the both of you. That was a really incredible match to watch. Cham, you were trying to get on Anders, but maybe a couple of solves didn't go your way, and
More than a couple.
well, at least at the end there, at least at the end, it was pretty close.
Yeah.
So, um, how are you guys feeling after that match?
You go first, Anders.
Yeah, that was fun. I kind of expected to win, to be honest. But yeah, I did really good at the start. Then apparently I got nervous, which I didn't expect. So it was kind of a curveball.
Yeah.
Yeah, it went well.
Um, Sham, how are you feeling after this match?
Um, Disappointed. Not as bad as after the Marcel match, but I'm just. I was expecting to lose. I'm just annoyed at my solving. Like I threw away 2 easy point. Like when I checked the back when I didn't need to, and the cube drop, and then losing by 0.08.
Hmm.
It's just I'm just scared now because my maximum points I can get is 3. I'm don't think I'm gonna make it out of the group stage, which is what I'm annoyed about. And I mean, I got those solves in that match were shocking. Like you probably noticed like around 5, 6 solves in, I just ran off for a few minutes.
Yeah.
I went, washed my hands, ran downstairs, turned on the heating, and came back because my hands have not felt good. But that's just an excuse. It's
It
just
is.
that's the solving there was bad, and I'm sorry for swearing halfway through. By the way,
It's
I
okay.
did that without thinking.
It's all right. Um, yeah. So, Sham, um, I think there's a way for you to get out if I believe you're fourth in the wild card ranking, which is the last spot. You're at -7 solve differential.
Yeah.
You could turn it around if you win your match against Jack, who is also looking for a wild card spot. And if Marcel wins that next match against Jack, you are officially locked out of the qualifying spots. But
Okay.
at least if Marcel wins that match, then Anders, you have automatically qualified. So
Hey.
if Marcel wins, it's no longer in your hands at least. So yeah, what are your thoughts about? I guess the both of you, maybe mainly Sham, I should say. Unfortunately, what are your thoughts about maybe advancing out of the group? I know you said that before, but do you know if there's a way you can do it, and if so, what's your strategy?
I want to say I'm fairly confident I can. From looking at Jack's last match, I'm fairly confident I can beat him. So I'm just hoping I can beat him and then just hold my point differentials decent enough to get through.
Yeah,
I'm expecting if I go through, it's going to be on wild cards. So I'm just hoping I can hold it together for point differentials if it all comes down to it.
yeah, I think
Well, anyway, I'm just wanting to focus on the commentating for this season. If I'm going to be completely honest for a second, I don't enjoy competing in Clock Cup. It causes me so much stress.
Yeah,
I've much preferred the commentating this season.
I mean, not gonna lie, I kind of relate, but I've competed in 2 seasons of Clock Cup. My season is going terribly right now, as I've just lost 15-2 a couple weeks ago. But yeah, Clock Cups. You're gonna hear it from me, and probably only this time. Clock Cup's rough, man. Like
Yeah,
it can take a lot, but it's also really cool to see competitors who normally don't have that spotlight to take the spotlight
yeah, definitely.
from all of us, which is, it's fun. It's fun to see. It's fun to see them happy.
Yeah, like I mean, like Marcel and Adam. I can't pronounce Adam's surname, but those two in particular. I'm not sure how many people have known them for this season of Clock Cup, and now
Yeah,
they've definitely come in. They've both definitely come into the spotlight.
yeah. So thank you guys for watching. I have a Tottenham Everton game to watch today, so I'll probably go. Oh, West Ham beat Man United 2-0. That's really funny. All right, see you guys. Bye.
Bye.